them result. Right? In the case of weekend, give them result.
So if you so let's look at it. If you want to decide a forward-thinking system, you're making assumptions, but then you're using future outcomes to measure that against your assumptions, and then you're going to adjust the assumptions. But the intelligence is what you're going to. You always need feedback. Otherwise, you cannot teach the system. The system is not intelligent. If it doesn't use any feedback, there can never be any intelligence. It's necessary, otherwise...
I understand learning. Like
yeah.
10,000 data, they're going to give them 7,000 for learning. 3,000, remaining 3,000 for the test. They separate two data. Okay, 7,000 for learning.
7,000 for learning.
If we're going to have 10,000 information, and we separate two groups.
Okay, separate
one
two
is
groups.
Learning, one is testing.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't understand.
But by the way, just your question is 7,000 data. How they're going to do? And they just 30 parameters 7,000 data, right? So they just calculating by themselves. They're going to guess result will supposed to be, and then we're going to give them test data, another 3,000. But his question is 7,000 data without result. How they're going to calculate 7,000 data? His question.
I think the
without result.
essential element of learning is that you need to feed your experience and verify that against your initial assumption.
Yeah, I understand, but deep learning two way. One way is with the teacher. With the teacher means, and the result will going to be estimated, and they try to compare with result and learn data, and gap to fill in the gap to closer to the recommended result. But in many cases we don't have result. And this case is, we say without teacher.
This video?
This one is with the teacher.
So this is the not deep learning, right?
No, deep learning two way. One is with the teacher.
The deep learning, right?
With the teacher, okay? The other one is without teacher.
So
without teacher is no result.
Oh.
And but we just only we have big data.
I really don't
So in this
understand
case,
how that
with
works.
teacher or without teacher?
Yeah, we have two methods.
Yeah, no, I mean this video?
With the teacher.
Okay.
But how does it work without a teacher? I
cannot imagine the without teacher.
Me neither. Without
just probably you study about the AI,
Yeah,
so
they are,
but it's gonna be difficult to understand.
How they're going to get result, because like every industry, okay, every industry we're going to have we can get a prediction for the each industry this next month, or what time is customer will going to our shop tomorrow, and compare with calculating past data, and they're going to give you the what kind of inventory will going to be filled in tomorrow, and what time customer will come tomorrow afternoon 3 o'clock, or not this shop, just the other shop will going to be more 20% more customer will come, so the result will come out.
Without teacher.
Based on data.
But
based on data, without teacher.
But wouldn't that be then the case that what happens then is okay? So you create assumptions. So basically, you say, okay, in this example, we have 70,000 numbers.
Like formally, okay, several years ago, also they have analysis, kind of data, big data analysis. We had like 70,000 data supermarket analysis several years ago. Same analysis they did at that time. Only what they did is machine learning. Machine learning is computer calculated this. Okay, tomorrow what time? But now is this is my computer is
what? Okay, anyway.
Wheels checking.
Okay.
we try to avoid voice. But now is machine learning and the current deep learning difference is machine learning is only based on computer information machine analyze data. Okay, tomorrow 3 o'clock customer will increase 20% be based on the past 1 month, past several months is the information.
Right.
Just get results. But deep learning is different. Just his question is like that. Several layers in the computer neural network inside this deep learning. So result might be different. But what he said, this is my. I can't answer him clearly because, but kind of system exists. But I don't know how to do that very well. I need to answer for him. This might be next week. But I studied many times. But without teacher cases exist actually. Like a current, transportation.
Right.
Current like real estate and retail store, many companies and sort of many industries. They actually tried just now started only 1 or 2 years, not more than 3 years. They just started deep learning with a teacher.
Right.
And they try to get some.
But instead of a teacher, Uno-san, is it possible that, okay, let's say that we are trying to forecast prices in Tokyo in different areas, but so we don't have any. Let's assume that we don't have any data. So then we're going to use your experience that says, okay, I believe that it has to do with the number of people who want to live in Tokyo, with the weather, with the price of ice cream, and etc., etc. That's your assumption. That's your model. Yeah. Now, what then you're going to do tomorrow, you're going to get that data, and you're going to get the price, and then you're going to, and then you're learning something, right? So you're giving data without having any historical data, but you're using new data, and you're going to say, okay, based on the new data that I found, how strong is my correlation? Oh, based on the models that I created on my experience, I expected that the prices would go up here and down there, but I actually observe it's not going, it's going the other way. So maybe I need to nudge my so give a little bit, make this a little bit up and this a little bit down and this a little bit, and add and then I'm better capable of so you go forward learning, but actually instead of you do the same thing, because you're not giving it historical data, you're using your experience and knowledge to say, I believe that the price is dependent on income, economic circumstances, scarcity, this, that. Yeah. And I believe that this is 70%, 30% of 70%, 20%, 8, 1, let's say. And then tomorrow you will observe that, okay, you put the data in, say, oh, actually, it's not 80, it's actually probably 75. But then the next day, and then basically you're using your future experience. But I think you cannot learn anything if you don't create any feedback into the system. I
tell you one example is AlphaGo.
Yes.
AlphaGo is they don't have they are not memorize every logic of Go, and just AlphaGo is step by step. He is going to consider for which way he is going to, based on deep learning. They don't memorize every step. It's impossible. Go is uncountable calculation from the start. Okay, so every time, every step, he's just calculated. He just consider for the deep learning, and finally, he competes. He compete counterpart.
But AlphaGo, if I remember correctly, they fed AlphaGo a lot of games of Go and chess, and explained it the rules, and then actually let it learn how to play, and that made it the best chess player and best Go player in the world.
Just what he said. I memorized rules, and also some
But that's the context.
Best practice.
Context this part.
Rules and best practice.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's all.
yeah. Actually, I'm a little bit confused. So, this AlphaGo's example is explanation for the without teacher,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No result. Just
No, without teacher.
without teacher. Yes.
Okay.
And AlphaGo memorize basic rules and basic.
But it plays itself.
Basic play. How to play.
Just result.
But not everything we can give him memorize.
Mm.
So, but he just on the way, he thinks by himself, which way the depend on.
I think
actually,
many people thinking about AI is like AlphaGo, right?
Yeah.
The system is, thinking automatically.
Yeah.
That's most people think of the idea about AI. I think.
What do you mean?
I mean so you have two kind of AI. So one is a with teacher, another one is without
Self-learning.
teacher.
This is without teacher. AlphaGo.
Yeah, I think without teacher is more like AI for normal people. I think.
No, two way. With teacher or without teacher.
Yeah, I know. But with teacher is we have to feedback, right?
Actually, that's an interesting.
No.
Probably
A good example is if you auto driving is with teacher.
sorry?
Auto driving with teacher.
With teacher?
Yes, and just see the city, which one tree, which one car, which one is
to
building,
recognize.
and give
But
them.
in the initial step, right? So
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that,
we give
have
them-
to continue to give
them
another
education.
sample.
Give them education. The auto driving is with teacher. This
AlphaGo is-
road is curving or straight, and the speed limit is with teacher. Everything with teacher.
But at least, how to say, for in 10 years or 15 years, so we will not need to give new
No,
sample.
we can't recognize.
We have to.
No, we can't recognize tree.
can't
We cannot
recognize.
recognize.
We
How?
can't recognize.
10 years ago, China can recognize human being face already. They did that 10 years ago, and more advanced. Now is more precisely recognized
Yeah.
his character itself and advancing, right?
Yeah.
This is with the teacher. Without teacher is prediction. Prediction is like AlphaGo. We need to predict. Can you win? But he said no. I don't know until the competition we're going to finish. We step by step we try to make a challenge.
I think I actually saw a video on AlphaGo and the way it works and things and how it became the best chess player. I need to look it up, but maybe that's a good, interesting one to have a look on Monday. To look how that worked, because actually I do believe that you are right in the sense that AlphaGo played itself, so it was fed some basic rules, basic the rules of chess, and then it played itself like hundreds of thousands of times, but based on that it got better.